I've done a couple of user groups. I think I've spoken to about 3 or 4. I haven't done a fully fledged conference talk, and I personally find that the nerves of talking to a group of people get the better of me in the first sort of third into the talk. Do you still get nerves, and how do you deal with them, if you do?
I do. I still get nerves. It's funny because lately I've been doing this beach cast, and even recording that because I'm doing it as a live stream. I am so nervous the day that I'm getting ready to do it. And it's like, okay, I got to stop drinking coffee. I need to just calm down. And at conferences, it's much the same thing. As I'm getting ready to get on stage, the first 3-4 minutes. So what I've found helps me is I always get those jitters right at the beginning, and I start talking faster and faster and faster.
Yes.
And then about 3-4 minutes in, I'm like, wait a minute, I feel myself starting to sweat. I feel I'm starting to trip over my words. So I'll just stop and take a deep breath. And then I'll just start talking again. And from then on, the talk is amazing. I'm able to relax. I'm not stressed out anymore. I don't talk too fast anymore. But it's taken a while for me to learn that little trick. It's just like, you're going to ramble right at the beginning. Right. You're going to be excited right at the beginning. Yeah. So about 3 minutes in, just pause and take a breath. What kind of brought me to that realization is one time I was giving a talk, and I was really starting to stumble. I was getting caught up in the slides. I was getting caught up in the code. I was starting to trip over my words, and at that point, I stopped, and everybody looked at me. I said, "Bear with me just a minute. I got to catch my breath because I feel like I'm running a mile here." And so I took a breath, but that did it. Immediately, the stress was gone from my neck and my back, and I gave a really good talk. And so from now, that's just become a standard thing that I do. Is about 3 minutes in, I've actually got the timer I've got a clicker that I use, and that clicker has a timer in it.
Right.
I actually have a timer set for 4 minutes in, so it vibrates in my hand, and it reminds me stop and breathe.
That's brilliant.
And then from then on, it's smooth sailing.
I guess that's because you are regaining control over the situation.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You're not allowing the situation to run away with itself.
Yeah. Well, I think we as speakers, we tend to. We want to please. That's why we're speaking, is we want to help people. We want to please. Yes. And so I get into the habit of, I need to talk faster. I need to get all the content out there, and I need to tell them everything now before they can ask me a question. I need to get that information out there and preempt their question.
Yes.
But what I found is when I just relax, because if they ask the question, you're going to ask it anyway, right?
Yes.
But I can get the content out there a lot better if I just take a breath and calm down.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant.